Welcome to the SpellCast.
So what's our next?
I don't know. I have 10 gold to burn from the Silvertooth campaign. I basically trolled Jidainkle into saying, like, he really knows his platform very well. He just doesn't
remember
that he knows his platform at all.
See, it wasn't that bad.
So I trolled him into talking about stuff, and
So he's more well prepared.
And I took notes. I took the notes.
Excellent.
How about another beer?
And we'll, reiterate what happened at the service, and like the Eyes of Tyr are.
You're married? Mazel tov!
Well, it's we've kind of hit a rough patch. I don't really want to talk about it.
What? It's been an hour.
Oh, you're talking about me? I mean, we'd have to run it by my dad.
Look at this face. Any dad could love this face. Ow.
So, we're pretty sure that the priest is the one who stabbed Glenn?
Okay.
Glenn?
Dad,
I'm going to stab him a lot.
I look at Hal. I mean, I don't know what other moves you have, so yeah.
Cutting. With the hand motion.
That was a Drax moment.
Cutting is a move. Also smashing, sometimes it's bludgeoning.
Cutting has been a move since 1996. Actually, it's been an HM, but
Wow.
Okay,
Conall just takes another sip of Heartfire.
are we just chilling out and gearing up until nightfall, or?
You know, I want a kid. That kid today, he was really great. Genji? Yo.
God damn it. Cuddle, I think first you'll have to find a mate, then you can have a kid.
I feel like I'm too young. Ront.
Yes, Conall?
I need a mate.
I am not offering, so that's that right there. Not that you're not a fine, strapping lad, just
Why, thank you. But I'm not, into...
I've already seen what you would do with my person, and it is it's fraud. So no.
Okay, so I'm gonna go upstairs and change.
It's fraud. No. I fucking can't.
This has been a great night. Oh my god. Okay, so you go upstairs and change. Okay, well, yeah, what is the plan? Do y'all want to jump ahead to that? Is there anything else you want to do? Like,
I don't know, just like... So the eyes aren't supposed to exist, but they do?
Well, I mean, we've more or less confirmed what we already knew.
Okay.
But it seems as though they are very loath to reveal themselves in the public eye.
Yeah.
Although how somebody can hold an eye up on the pulpit and nobody else gets the reference unless they're all in on it.
I think more that it's just like Tyr has eyes, right?
All gods have eyes, except for Grumsh. He only has one.
Well, I mean, you know, it's just eyes. If nobody even remembers that the Eyes of Tyr exist, then it's just another doodad. Nobody understands religion anyway. They just sit there and sing songs and listen to the words and fall asleep, you know?
It's actually very, very true. Yes.
Yeah, no, yeah, speaking from personal experience.
Sometimes the people that say the words also fall asleep during the service.
Yeah.
Or cough in the middle of
In the middle of a fucking speech. Oh my god. Hey, Ront,
Yes, Conall.
I have a question.
Again, no, I'm off the table for you, but I'm sure we can find some other move.
It's an important question.
Okay.
I really want to know.
Yes.
What's a beholder and what eye would it wink with?
Actually, that's an interesting question.
I just like
You ever see? I was about to ask if you ever read, but you ever see in the magazines with the pictures and the things?
Mm-hmm.
You ever see a portrait of just like this big ball of tentacles and eyeballs?
No.
Then you don't know what a beholder is.
Well, what eye would it blink?
Do you have that issue?
You saw how much of a mesmer. It's like, yes, I do, but I have to find it.
I don't know. I don't know where it is, but I know where to look.
Exactly.
Researcher trait.
It includes my own fucking nuts. Honestly, one of the smaller ones first. It'll make sure that all of the smaller ones are ready to make up for the fact that the huge one in the fucking middle has to take a moment to blink, because it doesn't want to miss anything, and it sees the most with its big fucking eye, because it's a big fucking eye. But yeah, the smaller ones first, then the big one. Enough times while the other one. It's redundant. It's a lot of redundant eyeballs. That's all a beholder is. Oh, and they stare at you and you become frozen and you can't do shit and you're probably gonna die.
Where are we anyway? We still like sitting? Are we still sitting in the bar?
Yeah, sure. Does anybody else here have input on the beholder eyeball question?
Nah, it's just you guys. No one else is really any. Like, I kind of just want him to figure it out on his own.
But yeah, why do you, why?
No reason. I take another drink. Hey, Ron.
Yes, Conall?
How many people die in our adventures?
In our adventures? How many flumps were there?
Not a lot of flumps. Oh, the flumps. Like around 24 or so.
And do the Yanti count as people?
Wow!
How many of...
What does the Solly say to that?
How
Is the Solly still around?
she's like, how fucking
Oh, right, that's right, you buried her.
It's up to her. I mean, she's gonna stick around and move on as she wants.
Yeah. Yeah, no, she's like, okay, time for me to fucking leave. And yeah.
She picks that moment to leave.
Yeah. It's time for me to fucking get out of here. You fucking... I hate you all and fucking leave. That's when she fucking leaves. That's when she decides to fucking leave.
How many... Did all of Jidainkle's staff make it off of the island? How
I
many...
think we lost a few.
How many of the tribes people were lost to the exploration of the temple before we got there?
A lot of people died.
Is that average, or are we just bad adventurers?
Well, a lot of those weren't our fault.
I think the flumps were.
The flumps went out on their own. No one listened to me. They had crossbows for arms.
They were just trying to protect us.
There's such a thing as knowing your limits.
It's true.
The flumps had many of them. I'm not saying they weren't brave or weren't
And knowing
the
their
effort.
limits was one of their limits.
They were very limited in knowing their limits.
Exactly.
What? I saw one, he couldn't even lift the sword up off the ground.
That's right. That's why we had them use spears instead.
Those are heavier.
But easier to use. I'm actually making your own motions, of course.
Cut.
So what are we doing? Are we going? What time is it now? Like out of game?
Out of game, it's 11:02.
I am gonna have to leave. I'm sorry. I have to meet up early.
We can. I mean, you guys can plan out, and then we can jump straight into it next time we meet if you want to. Whatever you want to do.
We can at least decide how we're gonna split. If we're gonna split the party, are we gonna split the party?
I would.
I'd rather not.
Yeah.
I know it's a maze and that it sounds like a good idea.
Rule number 4 stands this time.
So that means we have to decide which one to do first.
I'll leave that up to you.
Considering how it is an Eyes of Tyr stronghold, right?
That's our very good assumption, but it could.
It's not.
turn out
We
to-
did not actually confirm that. Okay.
No, but like that area of the Undercellar, doesn't that correspond to where Church of Tyr is?
Part of it is said to. Yeah.
Okay, so
Hmm.
it's a good bet. Like I put money on that.
Okay. So we can either I don't know if the other problem is real and if it is, how much of a problem it is. But I feel like if things go sideways in the presumed Tyr stronghold, that can get really bad, really fast. Not to mention just like severe political backlash, no matter what happens if things go sideways.
Political. Why?
Dozens of religious clergy struck down in the middle of the night.
In a sewer.
You know how the media spin cycle can go.
Especially by Jidainkle's, what's the word? Jidainkle's little helper.
I mean, I get your point, but a sewer.
We could have chased them down there. The news will think what it wants.
Do you know how many of them surrounded me? Like a lot.
Yes, but I failed to see the point.
Why would they be running from us?
Because as far as the public are concerned, the Eyes of Tyr don't
Not
exist.
Right. So a bunch of Tyrian clergy are found in garb, assumedly, that is related to this non-existent.
But they've been seen. They've been seen in public, and no one has made the connection. They're
Because
just assuming it's Tyrian
because-
finery.
Because the Church of Tyr has denied association with them. They tell their followers, right, that they're not associated. Their followers may or may not be in on the knowledge that they exist, and the Church of Tyr is obviously not going to say they exist, but you've seen the Church of Tyr, the Eyes of Tyr, I should say, around the city. People have. It's just that's why they wear the garb that keeps their anonymity.
Now, if they expect us coming, then maybe it might be a different story.
It's been one day. We have no no way of knowing unless we. No, that's a terrible idea. That is no.
What's the idea?
Can we? Where's Taltana?
Taltana would be with Tweedery Damnhut.
Can we get inside her brain? Because she's the one I spoke to, and she'd be the one tipping off anybody.
I will be honest, I did not pay as much attention in tactics class.
If you get me close enough to her, I can probe her mind.
How close?
How close?
I think it's like 60 feet or something.
Close enough to
I'm sure it's
party.
an ace tactics class.
They actually think I'm proficient in athletics.
Just sprint at her.
Yes, I am. I am proficient in athletics and aerobics. I mean acrobatics and aerobics.
So you should be the one that's teaching the kids like aerial yoga.
Indeed. And I also have proficiency in investigation too.
Any chance of you having a weird afternoon tea with the liquid plums?
Huh?
Liquid plums?
Oh, Tweedery Damnhut.
I could definitely get myself in because I fit in anywhere.
The idea is to see if we can determine who, if anyone, Taltana has told about the unfortunate meeting that we had, and what, if any, organization is going to come from that. Like, how are they going to respond to the fact that our meeting went south?
I can do that. Like, I can...
Is that something you would be willing to do?
Yeah.
Then,
Yes.
then I would be forever grateful and eternally in your debt.
Okay. So how do I go about doing?
Well, you have to figure it out today. Or
Okay.
today, I mean. Well, you could do it tomorrow, technically.
So Lord Tweedery Dampnut, who am I investigating?
His aide, his
Drow lady.
Yeah, the drow lady.
the drow lady who is right.
Melania.
Melania Drow.
Melania Drow. Is she scheduled for any kind of tea?
You wouldn't know.
How do I?
Would you know how to figure it out?
The best thing you could probably do is head to Tweedery Dampnut's estate and see if she's there.
Let's see if I can get in.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you head there?
Ooh,
Yeah.
We want to try feeding him this information.
Yeah.
Like what? Like how Jidainkle's gonna adjust his stuff?
Perhaps. Now, the only reason is why would we be giving it to him, or why would Thiathel? I'm sure she knows that Thiathel is associated with us.
I mean, she could play it off as stuff she gave away without really thinking about it.
Ah, that's true. Because if you were going there to perhaps try to get information out of her, she might try to get information out of you. So.
The cat's dance.
Mm-hmm.
A game of wits, if you will. Yeah, but I mean,
Don't engage in a game of it.
you could do that.
Never get into a land war with a Sicilian.
You want to do that?
Yeah.
All right. So.
No, sorry, it's a land war in Asia.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
What's the other one? Never go into it with a Sicilian when death is on the line.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I'd never get into a land war with a Sicilian. I like that one.
That's actually pretty hilarious. I mean, the Greeks should have learned that lesson.
Would Miss whoever I met Hinglebopper at
Higginbotham?
Yes, her. Would she know anything about?
She would, but she wouldn't help you out. She wouldn't help you out
Why?
because she doesn't like you.
Can
Everybody likes me.
can Thiathel be disguised as someone she does like?
She could, maybe.
Like, they have like two more first level spell slots. I'm gonna be fucked for tonight.
Yes,
Or would
it's
it
up
just,
to you.
or would it just be easier just for me to just go to the estate?
I mean, you have position of privilege. You could
Yeah, I
could
think
have an
it-
easier time getting in.
Yeah, I think it'd be easier just to go to
Okay.
the estate.
So, do you just go on your own?
I would not go back there.
Okay.
I would not.
Okay.
Can you have Harry spy? Can you have Harry spy?
Maybe we can find
They
you a
would know.
bait.
Where?
Oh!
Do you want to come to the estate with me?
You could wear your
Mingle
mask.
with high society?
I'm not too worried about finding a mate anymore, but I'll still come with.
He has eyes full.
5 minutes ago.
Cut to outside of Tweedery Dampnut's estate. You are walking past the golden whatever money sign shaped the money sign shaped shrubbery has been cut into
Shrubbery.
whatever money symbol for currency Baldur's Gate uses.
Just gold.
Just fucking go. You does a large green G. You come up to the doors. They have the initials TD on them, inlaid in gold on a mahogany door. Double doors, a set of double doors, not dumble doors. And
awkward
you see
way.
this huge Goliath dressed in very fine armor. Who asks you to state your business. What do you do?
Pleasure.
Wait, does that Goliath know Conall? Is Conall?
Ah! Conall! It's me, Rheimdall! Yeah!
That guy!
I can't believe
Where's Heimdall?
You.
Heimdall.
Where is Heimdall?
Is Heimdall died?
No. That's Heinrich. Heinrich died.
Heinrich died.
Heimdall's working the back door, the back entrance.
Oh, that's cool. Yo, bring him over here.
Well, he's busy. Look, can I let you in?
Yeah, of course you can let
tell
me in.
you.
That's cool, right? That's cool.
Yeah, that's cool.
I forgot what Heimdall sounds like.
The same.
Like that now.
It sounds like this now. So he lets you in.
That was easy. Just.
There's a butler.
I'll half-add myself.
There's a butler that sits you down and asks who you would like to see.
That would just funny if every time I went to say something, you would
Pleasure.
pleasure.
I'm here to see pleasure. That's super weird, especially in this house.
We request an
I was just gonna say cake, but
Dude!
the butler.
Yes, cake can be arranged.
We are here to request an audience with Tatala Sombra.
Yes, Miss Taltana Sombra can be requested to be seen. I will let her know of your presence, who may I say is calling upon our audience.
Shit. Should I say my name?
It's you, because you have the position of privilege.
Yeah. Thiathel Dalanadrin.
Ah, yes. Of the not the Candlekeep, the land.
We're talking about where your family
Wasn't it
lives.
Candlekeep?
Well, she works in she works in
Candlekeep. Her family.
Mithranor, yes.
There.
Yes, of the Mithranor Dalanadrins, yes.
Shit.
Yes, of the Mithranor
Where the hell do you think
Dalanadrins.
the position came from?
I will inform
That
her
position.
directly.
Thank you.
It takes you there's about a 10-minute wait. Cake is brought, tea is had, and then in walks Taltana Sombra. Because it is evening on a Sunday, she's wearing a sort of saffron sundress with a very wide-brimmed sun hat. And
Is she Crystal Connors?
what?
Is she Crystal Connors from Showgirls?
No, I know.
Mercedes? Okay.
I don't know. Oh, I got you. She walks in and sort of greets you, sits in a chair across from you in the little drawing room that the butler has pulled you into.
We kiss. We do kiss. Both jawlines.
Ah, yes, welcome. Yeah, yes, pleasure to see you, Miss Dalanadrin, and of course you, Mr. Pending, your name precedes you. I'm like,
I didn't introduce myself.
well, everyone knows Conall Pending of the Knights of the Hellman Clock, just as everyone knows Mr. Havenfair and Mr. Wynalder, as it is. May I ask, how is your friend, our mutual acquaintance?
I'm gonna cast
Mr.
attack gods right now.
As soon as you say a magic word, she says a magic word in response, and your spell dies away.
What?
And she
This
says,
is excellent information.
I see that since you've come in a sort of hostile manner,
Already? No!
I think it is best that you both leave. Before I call the guards and say that you tried to manipulate my thoughts. And I was forced to counter your spell with counter spell.
Is that what you tried doing to her?
Yes, that is exactly what she tried doing to me. So, Miss Dalanadrin of the Mithranor Dalanadrins, which, might I remind you, is an enemy of my people, the Drow, which were abandoned by all other elves. So, I would ask you to please leave. Goodbye. You may leave the cake.
What did I do to you?
Existing. Please go.
Man, you're mean. Just shove it all in my mouth.
So what are we gonna do now?
This is actually great.
I mean, we did learn things, it's true, but I also failed to brief my informant.
Fuck!
But I mean,
So, yeah.
What is
when-
Mind Spike?
Mine?
Wow. Wow.
Do you
I'm asking what it is, so I don't know what it is.
it's a damaging divination spell.
Oh.
It'll...
Am I gonna hurt her?
Is this psychic damage?
So the main takeaway is that spells with verbal components can't be hidden.
I mean, so there's actually a really good Reddit thread on this, and obviously it's up to the GM, but there's a case being made that they could be hidden with a stealth or sleight of hand or deception check, but like probably not if you're face to
Okay,
face.
if it's just a somatic opponent, I see sleight of hand. But verbal.
Right. So it's
There needs to be some sort of subterfuge or some sort of something
right
else.
now. If you have the sorcerer ability, which lets you cast a spell undetected, then like you don't even have to make a roll.
Yeah.
But and the DM is perfectly fine in saying no, you can't hide spell casting. But there's nothing in the rules as written that says you can't. There's just nothing specifically.
Yeah,
It's
that's
just more-
definitely DM.
It's just more about the nature of verbal components of spells.
Right. Like if it's in the middle of combat and there's a lot of chaos going on and you like, duck behind a corner and pass that way,
Yeah.
you could probably get away with it, but like not sitting across from the other person unless you're a sorcerer.
Are you sure you wish to try and attack?
I'm not asking should I. I'm asking what it is because I don't
It is
know.
solid. It is solid in the
Alright,
list.
so let me. You reach into the mind of one creature you can see within range. The target must make a Wisdom saving throw, taking 3d8 psychic damage. But I apologize if I misunderstood your
That's
question.
okay.
3d8 psychic damage on a failed save, or half as much damage on a successful one. On a failed save, you always know the target's location until the spell ends, but only while the two of you are on the same plane of existence. While you have this knowledge, the target can't become hidden from you, and if it's invisible, it gains no benefit from that condition against you.
That's a pretty damn good spell.
How long does that last?
It lasts for until you always know until the spell ends. Concentration up to 1 hour.
Okay.
So it's not beneficial in the long term, but if someone's running away from
Imagine you just cast that once. I know where you are forever.
oh my god.
I mean, there are times and places for mind spikes. I'm not going to say this isn't one of them, but
She's the big fucking like shadow lady we think,
I know.
and I'm pretty
We're
sure
gonna
she
leave. We're
can
gonna leave. We're gonna leave.
kill
What were you trying
Wait.
to find out?
I just wanted to see what else I could find.
Well, we just
so-
no. That's a valid way of attempting to see what else you could find. It's very valid.
I just don't want to
That's
open a
fine.
sinkhole right now in the middle of the fucking estate
All right, we'll
the night before the fucking election? Question mark. Couple nights.
Couple nights.
We'll be leaving now.
So I'm just gonna look at her and I'm just gonna be like, well played. And I'm just gonna grab your arm and walk the fuck out.
All right, and then while you're
She
like,
says- She just says, "Please tell Mr. Havenfair." I said, "Goodbye," and that Isael says, "Goodbye."
I'm gonna walk back up to her.
Hooray!
I'm gonna turn.
we learned.
I'm gonna turn and I'm gonna walk up to her and I'm gonna get in her face.
She's very confident.
How tall is she?
She is probably, so elves are rather tall.
Yeah.
I would say she probably is like 6'2".
Cool, I'm gonna look up at her. And
Yeah, she was very much taller than Ron. That was a problem for Ron. It continues to be a problem for Ron.
I'm gonna look up at her and I'm gonna say,
Did you just fucking tongue pop?
wait. Your it's not husband, right?
They're not married.
Boss, essentially.
Boss is orange. And I'm gonna walk.
Now you see, that would be better if one of two things were true. One, that you were more creative. And two, if he really was my boss. Goodbye.
2.5 weeks.
Alright, so friggin', you drag me out and stuff like that.
Wait, one more thing. I'm gonna turn down and I'm looking and be like, your shoes untied.
Do her shoes even have laces?
No.
Your shoes untied and then just go like this to her.
And you walk out.
Oh my
Alright, so let's
god.
leave,
Okay,
let's
so
leave
now
back.
we know.
We know she can counterspell. That is a serious, like she had to tip her hand there. So that's one thing she can't surprise us with now.
So while we're leaving through the back, we see Heimdall, right?
Are we
Yes.
going through the back?
Well, while you're going through the
He
front,
said we're going through the back, so we're going through the back.
I don't think she's gonna let you go through the back.
Oh.
She,
to go to the back.
yeah, you'd have to go past her, go through the back. She pointedly has the butler open the door leading to the front door.
So I'll go around back.
Well, as you exit the front door, Heimdall is there talking with Rindal and is like, "Hey, I thought I saw Conall!" And there they are.
So, I mean, if you have any questions, maybe ask them. If they're guarding doors, maybe they see things.
Yeah, I was gonna be. What do you know? What do you think that they know?
You
Carl
want to
just
find that
thinks that they
information,
know.
right? I just think that if anybody's going to know something, it's the guy guarding the back door.
Well, I mean, they don't necessarily know you've been kicked out yet, so they're friendly to you. Not a bad idea.
Hello.
Hey, how's it going?
I mean, if they know that they were kicked out, they'd still be friendly.
Yeah.
Probably.
They're the Rindal brothers.
I know, they're so awesome.
So the doll
Brothers.
The Doll Brothers.
So how is it guarding the back door at such a wealthy, well-established estate?
Well, we you know, honestly, it's weird. You'd expect more supplies than anything before, but it's very quiet. You know, we don't get a lot of food loaded in or anything like that. Weird. I mean, you should see the way this guy eats.
But there's not a lot of food.
Well, there's a lot of food inside, yeah, but we don't get a lot of food in. I guess he just brought a lot when he moved in.
I forget her name.
Taltana.
Taltana. Does Taltana eat?
Well, yeah. I mean, everyone eats.
What does she eat?
No.
I mean, it's mostly kale-based products.
Does she often leave?
Well, sometimes she leaves during the day, and I've never seen her leave at night. She also likes mushrooms. Like, she has an odd affinity for mushroom-based dishes.
I don't know what that means.
Like a collection,
I really
or
hope
she
it's
just
not
likes to eat them?
She just eats them.
She has a garden?
Well, I mean, I think she has a fungal... Yeah, she has a fungal... Yeah, she often says she's going to tend to her fungal garden in the basement.
In the basement?
Yeah, in the basement. I mean, where else would you grow mushrooms?
Could you show us?
Well, I can't. I mean, I'd have to, ask if you can be let in, and then
Well,
you
they
have
already
to
let
talk
us
to her.
in.
Well, yeah, but, then I have to announce to the butler that you're here to see the fungal garden, and if you're here to see the fungal garden, then Miss Taltana Sombra has to let you in to see the garden, and, it's a matter of
Right,
getting
sounds like a lot
her
of steps.
permission.
Sounds like
Yeah, I mean, I'm only one guard. I
Right,
can
and
do what I
there's so
can.
much that you can do.
Yeah,
Yeah. Tell me.
Play him in dice.
What? I really should reconsider who I am.
This is great.
I would take you around to get in from the outside and try to just show you just real quick, but there is no real outer door into the basement. They kind of closed that up whenever they were remodeling this place for him to move in.
Any windows?
Into the basement? No, not to the cellar.
You are getting information, just letting you know.
Yeah.
We're like, over here. We're like, does Thiathel know anything about the doll family? Or do they have any history?
I don't think so. I don't think you have any history with the Doll family. the
Yeah, I
Doll
don't know.
brothers.
I wouldn't know golems, would I?
Yeah, Goliaths? No, I don't think
Goliaths, whatever.
so. Goliaths.
Goliaths.
Yeah.
Can I?
And now, for the third time tonight, we're casting... Oh, detect. Maybe not.
Check
I don't
your
know.
notes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Is there anything that I can do to see what they've seen?
What? To mentally? I don't know. Don't know.
You don't know how much they've seen.
I mean, they'd have to be very willing to detect thoughts,
Yeah.
which very few creatures are super willing for that to.
Now, if you turned it into a drinking game,
Yeah, that's a thing.
With a Goliath. Yep.
Conall could take it.
How much can you drink?
Why? I'm going to the bed.
Depends on Lady Luck.
I'm going to the bed.
Are you feeling lucky today?
This
So,
might as well
I'm
happen.
always feeling lucky.
Now keep in mind, they have said that they only guard the outer doors. Just keeping that in mind.
So they can't get us in really anywhere in the estate besides.
And they may not have even seen anything.
Yeah.
Really.
It's layers.
Onions are.
And we-
Ogres are like layers.
And we don't really have a lot of time before we're supposed to go into the undercell.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like now 1, you know? You have until whatever time was allotted for you to go in there, like 9 or 10 or something.
I
You
am out
have
of time though.
9 hours. Yeah, right.
I am out of time.
Right.
So, thank you so much. Bang up job.
It's like dong 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 because he's like he's a Goliath. He's like built like a brick shit house. He's like,
Yeah, no problem. Like, I can help my brother and I can help with whatever you need. If you need, like, moving, we're pretty good at that. Or, like, guarding, or, like, bouncing, or, like, not like actual bouncing, but, like, being a bouncer. Or, like, opening doors, we're good at that. Inflicting physical harm on things, we've been good at that. Not
Opening doors.
Opening doors. Like, I can
Opening cellar door.
well, like I said, there's no outside cellar door.
You said you were good at opening doors.
But I understand. Okay, bye.
Pleasure, guys. See you later.
See you, Conall. You coming to cake anytime soon? We still hang out there.
I'm full right now. I just had all the cake I could eat.
All right. Not gonna ask if that was an innuendo or not. So bye.
I don't think Conall has ever demonstrated understanding of the innuendo.
No, I don't think he has, and that makes it the best joke.
So they don't work. Neither of the brothers work there anymore.
Supposedly not.
They just patronize the establishment.
They just patronize the establishment.
Sturdy establishment.
4 things you've learned today.
What did I miss?
That they don't work at cake anymore? I don't know.
Oh.
I don't know what that significance of that is.
They frequent cake.
Wait a minute.
Oh, fuck. Okay, I got it.
What is it? Because I don't.
Cake was cake being what it is often used as like a place for dealings and trafficking and stuff like that. So if they frequent cake,
Gotcha.
So we go back.
We tell you all about
You?
the fungal basement.
so fungal basement, not a lot of food deliveries.
Shit, I couldn't get anything out.
Apparently they
So
She counterspelled you.
She made a mockery of me is what she did.
counterspell is a thing, and it's
She-
not that commonly.
Tipped her hand.
She
Think about it. Next time you'll be ready for it.
She made me look like an utter fool.
can you counterspell?
Yes.
You can. And have
How do I
someone
know that?
counterspell that counterspell. That was the one thing you paid attention to in Magic Class a lot. Because it was so interesting. Wait, but can
No.
you counterspell counterspell?
The way I see it, it's like Hal hears it. It's like, do you mean like you can take your magic sword and hit their magic sword, and then it stops their magic
Yes.
sword?
It's sort of like a riposte to a counter.
Yeah, counter.
Yes.
Spell.
Yes.
Yes.
It makes sense.
Yeah.
I shoot magic from my sword.
Now imagine if you could shoot counter magic from your sword.
One day.
Okay, so no food deliveries, counterspell, mushrooms in the basement, which I still don't really know the hell. Components for something. That's a good question for Sylvanas, actually. And the Heimdall brothers still frequent cake. The Dahl brothers still frequent cake. How many brothers are there? Did we meet 3?
Heimdall, Rheimdall, there's Heinrich. I don't know if you met,
Can we, sorry to interrupt, but can we cross-reference the location of Tweedery's mansion
With this.
with the map and see where it lies over the undercellar? Supposedly.
make me a group check. This is going to be
Interesting.
a group. You can find a map of the city easily. You can do this either as a group history, a group investigation.
History.
Yeah, group history or group investigation. But you have to choose as a group
which one that's going to be.
So
I would roll history.
my history is mega strong, but do I have the option of just doing the aid thing for everybody?
I would say
Because I straight up, like, whether it's investigation or...
you can do it for one person.
I will have rolled an 8.
I rolled a 16. If it's investigation, I get nothing, but if it's history, I get 2.
I rolled a 19.
Yeah.
Investigation would make that a 22.
I mean, like, having rolled first, that doesn't make it super... it sounds like history is slightly better.
That's fine.
And I... who... You needed the most help?
Oh no, actually. that's
Yeah.
right.
So I'm gonna make my aid check. Well, so like aid, he gets advantage, right? And then this is the extra bit.
I probably should have waited to roll.
DC
That's fine.
15, 12 plus 9, so that makes the thing. So when it comes to maps, we're looking for like so. You know how like the dot that says you're here on like the map wide. Like, most maps don't usually have that.
Oh, so you have to
With
first
figure.
find and then triangulate. And
Yeah. Okay. So
all right, because I couldn't make heads or tails of this thing.
So that's +3 on both of your rolls.
So 13.
13. Do I having aided? Do I still make the check?
You still make the check.
Okay.
Yeah, because this is a group check, and I'm basing my results on how many of you pass.
20.
All right.
Total.
Okay. So you got a 13.
That was the lowest, I think.
You got a 16.
Plus history, right?
Plus history.
18.
18. Thiathel,
19.
19 plus something.
I'm not proficient, so in history, so
So it would just be intelligence.
Probably 21.
21.
Okay. And then you
No,
got
22. Sorry.
Okay. And then you got a 22. Or 20? You got a 20. Okay. So you even if no one passed, I would say you find where it lines up with the cellar. With this undercellar, right? That's the basis.
Okay.
Drawing that with the map, you're able to find which location lines up with this is the first success, gets you what you were looking for.
Okay.
Lining up with Tweedery Damp Nuts place, which I'm going to look and make sure I have this correct on here. That is going to be here. Sort of
18?
near the center in the west. So
18?
we're number 18 for the that's numbered on
And the
map.
west is in the area that these were disappearing.
That is correct. With your second success, you notice as you are triangulating these things that you have discovered that this upper area, which is in the north, which is areas 30, 31, 32, 33, etc., lines up with the Church of Tyr.
So Church of Tyr, and then this is Tweedery.
Mm-hmm. And finally, with your third success, fourth success notwithstanding, not going to get anything passes. With your third success, you find that areas 11, 12, and 13 in what we're calling the southwest lines up perfectly with Blackheart Manor.
11, 12, 13.
11, 12, 13.
And so Tweedery is the link between them.
What was the Church of Tyr zones again?
30, 31, 32, 33.
Okay. What time of the day is it?
It is, after all that research and such, it's like 1:30.
Seriously, that's it?
In a half hour.
Yeah.
Okay, I need to.
Half hour, 30 minutes. On the map.
I know that we're trying to wrap. I need to briefly sprint over to the non-extant guild.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm gonna say goodnight now.
Good night.
Yeah.
You did so good.
Thanks.
You did so good.
Bye. Bye.
You're such a good spy.
I'm such a good spy. Oh my god. I like literally had no idea what to do. I just literally had nothing to say. I was just like,
Yeah, we didn't prep for that.
No one's prepared for counterspell. No one
Ever.
prepares for the surprise counterspell.
good night, guys.
You know what's really sad? It's when the DM isn't prepared for counterspell.
That's fucking true. Damn. The counterspell to your counterspell, yeah.
Yeah, so I run over. Hi. I know that there was a little. Can I come in and talk to the dude?
Which guild is this again?
The guild that does not exist.
Oh, the underseller?
Yeah.
So you walk into the underseller,
Sure.
the bar proper. Frank, not your fucking business is there.
I mean, I haven't met any of. I haven't
Oh.
seen. I haven't met. So like,
Now, how
I didn't make it to the meet.
Some
Oh,
of them may
fucking
not have
right.
seen through the illusion. So
No,
they
that's
may-
true. That's true.
Oh, you're the person from before.
Yeah. Hi. Some things have come to light, and I need to discuss with the.
Yeah, I don't think it's your appointment time.
Yeah. This is not that.
Right, no. You're in line for the bathroom, aren't you?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Well, the bathroom's not free right now.
Any idea how long this guy's gonna take?
He had some bad peach pellinis. He's gonna take I'd say anywhere from 7.5, 8 hours. Yeah, it's real bad. He's blowing it up.
Okay. Well, if you could let the fuck was that?
Nine fingers.
If you could let the handsy person that I met the other time know that some information has come to light about a mutual acquaintance, I'd really appreciate that. And I give that with a very pointed look.
Yeah, I don't know who the fuck you're talking about.
If you could say just I see.
Like, there could be... I don't know who you know that she knows.
You remember a girl running around? If you haven't heard from her for a little bit,
I mean, what kind of girl?
she's human, right?
Yeah.
I mean, yes, if I'm saying yes.
Yeah, it's like I describe essentially a sale.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Some rather urgent news about her has come to our attention, and
He puts his hand on your shoulder and like grips it and pulls you in and says, "Where is she? Tell me right now."
we're pretty sure she's in either Taltana Sombra's custody or the custody of the Church of Tyr. We've seen some pretty impressive links between those camps, and we believe a threat has been made on her person specifically.
He sort of lets go a little bit and he recognizes that, one, you're probably not with either of them, but he does recognize you. And he says,
I don't know what I can do about it right now, but I will pass this information along, and we will see you tonight, and we'll see what we can do to help you guys.
That would
When it's your turn to blow up the bathroom.
indeed.
And I hope you drop a fucking M80 in that damn bowl.
I'll just respond with a very understanding look and nod and leave. Yeah.
okay.
Ta-da! We did the thing.
Ta-da, you did the thing. Da-da-da-da.
So much work today.
There's a cannonball in like the corner, and it just says EHM-MATEY on it.
Oh my god. That was a good session. That was a good session.
Yeah.
Y'all have fun? That was a funny session. I love that.
Pleasure getting back into it.
Nah, that was good. That's good. Alright, everyone say bye.
Bye.